freedom, care and happiness, right? So मुद्दे की बात क्या है कि what are the uses for this article? First and foremost thing is that we can use this in a essay portion where talking about what is the morality and how it got evolved. So right, apart from that, this morality and how it evolutions, what are the evolutions of morality, and what are the restrictions which is imposed on the morality, right? So this is one aspect. Another aspect is about there is one famous quotations that can be surely asked, that morality unites us more than politics divides us. You know, the polarization in politics happens by every leaders, right? So the morality, how moral question is how morality unites us, right? And how politics divides us. We all know that the how politics divides us because of the phenomenon of polarizations, like where there is a towards one pole there is a sets of peoples who are the gathered, and there are another sets of peoples who are feeling isolated, right, in the ideologies, in the actions and everything. So but thing is that how morality unites us, and what are the evolutions of moralities that we are going to discuss, and how morality is questions by the great universal ideas and values like equality, like equal protection of law, freedom, liberty, right? These are the very big ideas. The question is that the in this thing, like how morality evolves, the first thing is that morality evolves by living in a group. See, when we live in a group, there is obligations and compulsions among us that we have to abide by the terms and conditions, right? So this necessitating the idea of reciprocity. Reciprocity, it means that if anything, if any actions done by others, we have to be replicate the same ideas. If anyone is doing good in our group, then we cannot do anything bad. So the thing is that it is saying that the humans being trying to basically when people are living in a in a group, they are trying to do cooperative in manner, right? Their actions seems like cooperative. So things like, so we learn self control and tolerance. Why? Because uh, while living in a group, you cannot just impose this single perspective, right? You have to abide by the terms of the all the people, right? So you have to accumulate or you know um, abide by the ideas and the actions of the all people. So here comes tolerance, right? So uh, tolerance and the concept of altruism. So it is saying that the even when see when morality was undergoing evolutions, so the concept of corporations comes first. After corporations, we have the ideas of punishment, right? See, the idea of punishment is that like in a group we are living, right? So we have to abide by the terms and conditions. Like if we violate the group norms, we will face retributions, we will face punishment. So here comes the idea of punishment comes apart from the cooperation. So both, so crime and punishment was about snapping out the uncooperative manners. If anyone trying to do uh, any uncooperative act, then he will face she will face the retributions or any sorts of punishment. So there's a element of retribution as well. So after the first paragraph ends, the another paragraph talking about the how the morality helping in good governance, right? There is concept of altruism, right? Altruism, and we have talked about the cooperation, right? So in altruism is saying that the cooperation acting in a group, acting in a group is a hallmark of altruism. What does means? It means that like humans evolves by learning from each other, right? And passive on this cumulative knowledge, right? So the trust become important as did share values to determine whom to trust, right? We are so in a so the books point of leaders say so we learn from each other, right? In group as far as talking about the group concept, we learned from each other. So when we learn each other, we try to be cooperative, right? We try to be tolerant. So and if anyone doing any work, we try to reciprocate the same. So here comes altruism. Altruism is a phenomena or the feeling that that you thinks for others, right? Is like none other than it like doing the things, doing the positive things for others, right? So if in a group, if in a group there are peoples who do the same positive work, then already altruism concept will begin. So and this permeates and this spreads to other groups, and when all the groups are acting in a positive way, then here comes the evolution of altruism. So the one thing is that. So but third paragraph is talking about the how the concept of morality, that is corporations and the altruism is being questioning by the concept of urbanizations, by the concept of the agriculture modernizations, right? Because after urbanizations, the complexity of in society arises, right? So when complexity in society arises, what does happen? So it creates a hierarchy and differentiation, right? Because like let's say urbanization happening, right? So people will migrate from the rural to the urban area, right? So and they got divided, though they are innovated by the technology, but they got divided. So and when they got divided, there is so when people will migrate to the urban areas or cities, then few people will earn more than others, right? So here comes economic hierarchy, that is inequality, right? So equity will be not maintained, right, with the organizations, right? So so in a social aspect also, when their economic conditions will good, their social positions will also be elevated. So here comes social hierarchy, that is social inequality as well as economic inequality. So with all these harmonizations and agriculture modernizations, there's a questioning of the what is called the group behavior or morality, right? So this morality are challenged by this phenomena, right? No, there's a specific keyword, that is weird. So weird, it means that western, w for western, e for educated, I for industrialized, and r for rich, and d for democratic. So these societies, that is though they are known as weird societies, but it encompasses all the aspects of the modern phenomena, 21st century society, that is weird, that is western, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic. So this is the concept of modern norms, right? So how our society should be like this, is weird societies. So so they are different from the majority of the world, right? What does mean? There are some society which are totally non-democratic, that is totalitarian, right? So there are some societies which are socialist, not following industrialized. So this is totally different from the modern measure of the majority of the world. So this is third paragraph talking about that. So what are the the concept is, other thing is that there are some group, there are some social norms around the world. So last paragraph is talking about the social norms around the world in the past and still today. So like in Japanese, like there are many norms, like human sacrifices we have seen during British times, and British Lord Hastings has abolished. So the human sacrifices, gladiator fights, witch hunting, and that is in Europe was famous for witch hunting, right? So food binding, especially in China, there is a food binding phenomena where women's are women's foot were tied, so with the with the ropes around them. So the and it was prevalent in the Chinese society, right? So genocides and infanticides, so these are the you can say the behavior or the social practices or norms around the world in the past that have challenged the evolution of the morality. That's it. So there is an interesting phenomenon, not known as, you know in Japanese there is an interesting phenomenon known as sujigiri, right? Sujigiri is concept where Japanese samurai could test the sharpness of their swords by killing them down. So in Japanese society, there was a sujigiri, where if any samurai who wants to who wants to know the sharpness of their swords, they used to randomly kill the people, right? Kill the people, especially the women, right? So so these were the also the concept in the prevail in the Japanese society. So the last paragraph is talking about the modern values. So despite of all this, today Japanese society is very advanced, right? Those citizens are, becoming the old, and there's a there's a phenomena of, uh, there is no any youthful energy, or that the youth are becoming the agile population, you can say, right? So so last paragraph talking about how moral values unites us, because like corporations unites us, altruism unites us, right? Politics divides us, right? uh, so uh, so the concept like freedom, safety, care, and happiness, autonomy, and self-fulfillment, these are the things that are people that unites people, though there are things which are divides, uh, like pro license, right? So the so these articles, which is mostly talking about the evolution of morality, how it has been questioned by the some social practices, and how this morality has been challenged by the modernizations or the modern phenomena. So this has one idea. And finally, this articles ends here, right?